Hi. Somebody asked me the other day how I could have the guts to name my book Radical Value when selling value is something people have been teaching for decades, for centuries. And I think that's a great question. Here is kind of maybe my attempt at my first attempt at the answer. If you've talked to a couple hundred sales performance consultants with all of the big sales methodology companies, like I have, you would know that salespeople are pretty bad at understanding customer value, customer outcomes. If they don't understand the customer outcomes, there's no way they can understand value, because value is the desirability of the outcomes a customer achieves from doing business with you. So if you don't understand their outcomes, you can't understand their value. So it's pretty radical to get back to the basics to help salespeople understand that. And I didn't want to write another value selling book, which is why I wrote Radical Value, because I take a much more holistic view. Having been a product manager, a business leader, a product marketing manager, I see the connections and I see how those different departments, those different roles fail to connect with each other to really execute a value focused organization. And so that's what I wanted to talk with you about today. I don't believe that sellers are the only people who talk to your customers and gain insights into the value. They're pretty bad at it, as I said before, but you have lots of people who touch the customer, who have higher trust with your customer, who are actually better and better positioned to talk to customers and have business conversations with them. So first step is equip everybody who touches the customer to have those kind of conversations. Stop telling them just stay in your lane, do your job, and come back to the office. And so everybody who engages with the customer should be able to collect value insights into the customer. And so once you have those value insights, now a bunch of great things can happen. Your engagement people drive insights, but now you can actually, I've actually seen companies that put product developers and put marketers in contact with the customer so they have those better insights as well. But what happens here is once you have value insights going into your marketing and your development folks, they are able to put together leads and lead generation strategy that is much more focused on the outcomes your customers get from your differentiated product. You have much better product training on the outcomes your product or service delivers for your customers, rather than just the features and benefits, the outcomes. And so the source material, the support that your development folks, your marketing, your product development, your product managers give to the engagement people are much more insight rich, and you're able to onboard salespeople more rapidly. You're able to have a closed loop between the people who touch your customers and the people who develop things to serve your customers. And now, instead of here on the C-suite, the people who specialize in making decisions, they are able to have much more intelligent, much more informed resourcing decisions. I can tell you that some of the biggest developments, biggest product and service developments in the world happen at very low cost because somebody had great insight into a customer. The first virtual call center was developed in the 90s at a cost of $0. It was basically a virtual phone system tied with a call center engine. And all we had to do is shove the two together and to create a virtual call center. I was there, and I know for a fact that the first virtual call center cost $0 to develop. And it's now a multi-billion-dollar industry. And those stories are over and over again from people who took customer insights and found out we can very inexpensively make a new product or new service for our market. The other thing that happens here, let me undo that, is that your executives can be a much more effective resources for the people who engage for sales. You can track discounts. You can, as the CFO starts to track discounts, the CFO can, rather than be a sales prevention department or a discount denial department, they can be a resource to help understand if these value insights are correct. Why are we discounting this particular deal this much? Remember, 1% less discounting. What salesperson asks for only a 1% discount? If you can get them to ask for 1% less discounting on average across your entire revenue line, your profits might go up 11% if you're the average Fortune 1000 company. So that discounting, understanding the discounting, being much more rigorous and much more fact-based about it, rather than the gut feel or the salesperson or the regional manager who's the best able to game your discount approval system. Let's have the customer value dictate how much we should discount. And now if that discounting based on value, if there are salespeople who are less able to sell value, now you've got a much better sales coaching conversation and you have much more productive conversations. And so now your decision makers can become a value added partner to how these engagement people work. That's a lot different than a sales training company helping you sell value. There's a lot more there. Selling value is good, but selling so much value that you can actually price accurately, that's something not a lot of value selling companies actually do. Selling value to the point where your marketing, you get that information to your marketing and product development folks so that your sales training, your product training, and your lead generation is much more value informed. That's pretty rare and pretty radical. Being able to use those insights as to help resourcing decisions. That's something that a value selling course doesn't even involve itself with. So that's what I do, and that's my difference, and I think it's pretty radical. Call me if you'd like to explore this, if you think that's something that your business might benefit from, a little bit different approach to how you go to market, how you sell, how you market, how you develop your products, something that I'm really passionate about and I love helping my clients with. Go ahead and give me a call or email me at mark@boundyconsulting.com. Thanks and have a great day.